No shit. Hello. What's poppin', dude? I'm playing games and currently on StreamYards, just bullshitting. I'm bored. I'm waiting for Tommy to get back. I went to Tesla Tech, dude. The UFO convention, the national one. Get this. The entire time we had a TR-3B sitting a mile and a half in front of the fucking convention. Nobody caught it until the last day. Fucking blew my mind. And I've got photos of it. I mean, it's obviously not an airplane. Okay. And it matches the photos I took here in Fort Collins. So, yeah, I don't know. Sounds like you're celebrating. Ooh. All right, break it down into parts, one thing at a time. Send it back to them. Well, that'll end the story quickly. Yours, I mean. Everyone else's would just continue on. No effort, no. All your effort, man, it'd be gone. No. You just you break it down into every element. A police officer pulled a gun on me without a cause. Forget the rest of it. Break it down into its simplest Occam's razor and submit 100 complaints. No, you don't understand. You're going to win 50% of them and 50% of them will lose. But the 50% that you win, you can start tying together with a conspiracy and then refile yet again and do the whole thing. It's just they're making you, what they did is they made you down further in the score chart. You have to work your way back up in the score chart. The only way you're going to do that is filibuster them. Just filibuster the fuck out of them, dude. It's about to. Listen to me. It's about to. It is. Why do I think I have some inclination to know that there's a few people right here in town that have been recently arrested that had official positions. The message will get through here in the next few months. By the time you submit, I guarantee you, you're going to lose half your freaking judges on the bench before the judge will even consider it. They're a freaking month behind and everything, still due to COVID. Okay, and there's a serious shakeup. There was a what was that? It was not the head judge. What sits behind the right on top of the head judge, liaison to the state? What's that? I can't remember the title. Okay, well, you got a county courthouse, and then you have the head judge. Who does he directly report going to the state? It's not the attorney general. There's a liaison between him and the attorney general. They just arrested that guy, okay, in Illinois. No, I mean, that's the liaison between all the county judges and the state. Okay, what is that going to do? That's going to clear the reason why is because it's going to clear up the freaking record. I mean, the record will be intact and the complaints will actually be processed. The biggest way in order to sit, do you know I could sit there and drop the crime rate in Chicago to absolute zero in 3 days? 3 days, there won't be a single crime committed. There won't, nothing. You know how do you do it? I just tell the cops not to answer the phone. And suddenly, look, Chicago's the best place in the world to live. We have zero crime, right? Okay. That is what's happened on the balance of that side. Everything that's supposed to enforce positive law, they just don't answer the phone. Everybody is, there is no corruption. They don't answer the phone. There's no statistics. No, it's not a matter of wasting time. It's a matter of putting that in there so you're one of the first after the shakeup. Dude, this shit's coming down. Dude, you're gonna be living in an environment where everybody is damn near ready to kill each other because they've gone 14 days without power. There's been no delivery to the grocery store. That hasn't happened yet. You get that in. You get that in. By the time that actually gets pot, you're not wasting time. You're biding time. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You just sit there and traded a sledgehammer for a fucking M1, an M1 for a fucking machine gun, and right now you're sitting on top of a howitzer. Yes, you are. Because the specifics in your complaint, the judges are not going to be able to turn away because they'll be afraid. It's all happening right now. You ain't listening to me. I just got back from the Tesla tech. There's something else going on in other conspiracy angles. Okay? So I know that there's a coordinated effort across a broad range of subjects right now. And these judges are going to need to be starting to think about it. If they're playing the shady deal and sitting there twisting someone's word that is using street language in order to match up somebody that's sitting in a back room creating new definitions every day in order to find someone guilty, this shit's going to stop. Wait until the fucking blackout. You need to listen. What you need to do right now, is sit down and every paragraph. You take that paragraph, you make a three-page complaint out of the paragraph, and that's it. There's a violation in every paragraph we wrote. And you make a separate complaint. You know what? You want to know something? You're perfect. No, why don't you let me write one last one for you? Yes, let me write it, the entire thing. I'm asking, dude, don't be stupid. You're throwing everything away. You're throwing everything away if you're going off half cock like you're doing. She'll sell it for $1 because that's all it's going to be worth. You don't understand that there's something else coming down. They just changed all the bonds. Go look at what you have to go through in order to turn in a bond right now. That's right. Go ahead, go take a look. They've changed something majorly. You think the euro dollar was stupid? You think the Ameridollar was stupid? Wait until you see what's coming around in, I'd say about February. So somewhere between February and June that the common people will know about. And no, this isn't from Q. I just simply went there and I know there's a few changes. These guys at the tech convention, those guys all depend on the freaking stock markets and shit. Those guys are sitting there talking more about the stock market than they are currently about anything else. How do you think a UFO did sit in front of them for long and never noticed? All these trained professional observers. I do, and I'm trying to tell you, give you a clue. Right now I'm on the air. I've said about as limit to that I can, even if I'm off the air. I'm just telling you that this guy was arrested. That was last week's news. They have changed something in the stock market concerning a phase 5, phase 4, okay, movement in the stock market. Nobody knows what the fuck a phase 4 is. And when they're starting to look into this, yes, because all their stocks are being devalued to a common number. There's not going to be an international difference. There's not going to be an international currency difference anymore. And it's going to be devastating. And you're not going to hear about it until it goes down to Walmart, affecting the price, and you actually have to use that currency. Right now, they're converting the damn bonds to it. I'm telling you, bro, it's all happening now. Stick around. Follow the rules a little bit. Don't get stupid. And let me file a remonstrance. No, they didn't laugh it out. They didn't laugh it out. God bless it. They didn't laugh it out on blind justice, and I had nothing to do with it. No, they didn't. I was on the calls. They had a fucking change. They had a change of Congress. They were out of session. They weren't supposed to do it that way, but I looked in the manual and they didn't. So I have to quote the manual to how this is. Listen, let me fucking do it. Let me write it. Let me write it. No, it won't do anything like that. What it does is end the argument. It's over. No. Colorado? What do you mean, sell their house to pay off the remonstrance? Well, that's because they're illegal. No shit. So you want to go out and just sit there and, forget the torpedoes, full speed ahead? I mean, what does that mean is the fact that you just told me you're going to do what's right by the book. Yeah, that's what I'm exactly telling you. You're going to do something by the book, but nobody else is reading the book. You're not even giving yourself a chance, let alone me. I know that, and that is changing right now. You're looking at about a 6-month window, and within 2 months, which is about the right timing, these guys are going to be seriously scared. They're not going to be playing this game no more. They're going to start doing their job, because anybody that's not doing their job is getting arrested. Anybody warring with the Constitution will be arrested. And warring with the Constitution will be a lot more narrow than mine and your determination. But the fact that there actually is a warrant and arrests being made, you're going to go off half cock and throw that away too, huh? Let the fucking... Really? Well, it's been, 4 months that they sit there and said, well, there's going to happen, it's going to happen, it's going to... Well, now it's happened. Yeah, how many years did they sit there and say, oh my God, we're going to have a pandemic? And it happened. Okay. So, dude, I'm telling you, you need to give it time and actually do it. Work it. It's going to come back 100 times for you. No, I want you to let me. Yeah, I agree with you. If you don't, you're not going to be in the right mind in order to write them if you're this wishy-washy about doing it and you're just frustrated. I can do it. I will do it. I will do it. You send me the freaking documents. You send me your last thing, and I will tear that thing apart. Your last submissions in a single court case that you sent. I don't need all of them. I just need the last one from the last court number. But I do need all the documents. And I'm going to break this thing down into a remonstrance. All you got to do is submit one last time and give it time. And give it until about June next year, honestly. Okay, because it's going to be it should be about 2 months that this shit starts settling in. But the question is, there's going to be another backlog. Because they're going to fucking shut everything down again here pretty soon. We're not battling the court system. We're not battling the court system. We're not battling the court system. We're battling public perception. It doesn't matter if they can fuck it up. We're not dealing with that anymore. The battle is moved. You're talking about a dead army. You're talking about a dead army on the battlefield. Is what you're doing. You're worried about a dead army because we already set up things behind their lines. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Behind the judges' lines, behind the battlefield lines, behind the judges, we've already got it managed. That manages the judges. Now think about it, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. God bless, man. And Tommy.